So hello and welcome to Mixologist. As you can see, it's raining outside quite a bit, but I've got some updates on the Trash or Treasure series, and the first one I'm going to show you is this 4-jet, the Rochester 4-jet carb. What I have done so far to it, and I'm going to explain what's going to be my next step. So I don't know how well you can see it now that it's closer. So I don't know if you recognize this, but this is actually the same base plate that actually came in the box, and what I've done is I sprayed it quite liberally with rust converter. The reason I've done this primarily is for preservation, and I'm going to come on to that. So the throttle plates have been chemically blackened, and the dewatering oil is now drying on it, but this have been cleaned and now preserved. Look at this, the shafts, they're all clean. The kind of secondary air valve, air flap, whatever you want to call it, again, is clean, working. And look at this. I know if you remember when I first opened it up, this was absolutely full of dirt, and now it's in actually good condition. So this actually could be kind of turned back to work with a fresh pair of gaskets and whatnot. This unit would be perfectly okay. I think it goes somewhere like this or like this. Anywho, yeah, I think something like that. Anyway, and also I did a bit on the top, but not a lot. I just kind of blasted it through a little bit, so that would be like that. And also I cleaned out all the jets and this as well. So it actually came out, this unit came out quite well. Why have I done that? Why have I done this? Now, this unit is not going to be restored, or at least not now. So I would have had to find a lot of parts for it that at the moment I haven't got. So this unit is now gonna go into kind of long-term storage, for lack of a better word. But the problem is that, for me at least, there is a big difference between spare parts and trash. So the way this unit came was absolutely trash. So it was useless. And now now that it has been cleaned, now this unit has become spare parts. And why? Because I've been in this business long enough to know that if you keep things clean and ready to go, it might be 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, I don't know, but eventually somebody is gonna come with this carb, or one of these is gonna come up real cheap with all the parts I need, and therefore I'll be able to buy it and out of the two make one. But what happens if I try to store the carb in its condition like that? Then it would have been just storing trash, and it would have deteriorated even further. So that's why I had to make sure that I preserved all of these parts, so that eventually, when I'm going to do something with a 4-jet carb, I'm ready to do that effectively and without having to kind of put a lot of work, and I know that it's gonna be okay. So that's the Ford Jet. Now I'm gonna give you the update on the Ford Carb. Okay, and the other carb I'm gonna show you a bit of an update on, and this is probably the first carb that is gonna get kind of like a proper rebuild from this lot, and it is this Ford carb, this kind of Ford flathead carburetor. Now, so if you look, the base plate again, I've treated kind of with a rust converter, and also I put some kind of heat resistant paint in the base plate, and I've also got this now, the shaft, which it's just a little, I'm gonna have to probably ream this a bit because it's got some paint and that kind of thing, but the shaft, look at the shaft, has come up really nicely. I may have to kind of treat this for kind of with some rust preservative. The throttle plates, again, they were chemically blackened, so they are okay. And also look at this. The bowl is now really ready to go. I mean, seriously, it's perfectly clean. All of the passages are clean. This is really good. Then what will be the auxiliary venturis, for lack of a better word, they're done. So they would go kind of like so, and like so, there. And then the accelerator pump goes there in the middle, and this things go like there. So all of that, this is coming along actually really well. And one thing I want to show you, and look at the quality of these things. These are the needle and seat assemblies that were there, and obviously when they came out of here, you would have thought that they were kind of completely knackered and rusted through. Actually, nothing of the sort. Look at the state of this. They are absolutely brilliant, and that's what I always say about one of the things I work with carbs a lot, and generally speaking, not everywhere, but generally speaking, the older the carb, the better the quality. And you can see it here. This idle mixture screws. I've no reason to believe they are not the original ones. This is a carb from what, the 1930s, 1920s, maybe, I don't know. But the quality of this carb is amazing, and so I've already ordered the rebuild kit for this, so it's meandering its way back into from stateside. So this is actually going to be a really nice carb, and I wanted to look really good, so I can make a kind of a very nice unit for somebody that wants an original Ford carb for a flathead. So that's going to be very rare and somewhat expensive as well. So this brings us to the end of this kind of update in the kind of trash or treasure series. So this is definitely treasure, not trash, but obviously some bits need to be done to it before it can live again properly. So in the next video, probably, if I get the parts, I might show you the rebuild process, but if not, I'll probably make a start with the Carter BBDs that I think they need a bit of work. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode.